Right now, you are creating your reality with every word you speak, with every thought you believe, and you do not even notice that you are doing it. You wake up each morning and step into a world that feels solid, fixed, and outside of you. You look at your relationships, your work, your past, your body, and you say, this is my life. But what you call your life is not just what happens outside. It is the story your mind tells you about what happens. This story is so close to you that you think it is the truth. You think it is reality. But it is not reality. It is your version of reality. It is your dream. From the moment you were born, you were taught to dream in a certain way. The people around you taught you what to believe about yourself, about love, about success, about God, about the world. They shared their dream with you. You learned to see yourself through their eyes. You learned to judge yourself with their voice. You learned to fear what they feared and to desire what they desired. Now, as an adult, you move through the world repeating these old lessons, these old agreements, as if they were your own. You say, I am not good enough. I do not deserve love. I must prove myself. I will be rejected if I show who I really am. You repeat these words so often that they seem like facts. In this way, you build a reality of suffering, not because life wants you to suffer, but because you put your faith in lies. Most human beings live this way. They live in a dream of suffering. They try to control other people so that they will not feel afraid or rejected. They take everything personally, as if the whole world were talking only about them. They walk through the day with a heavy heart, full of expectations, full of disappointment, full of judgments about themselves and others. They try to earn love with their behavior, to buy their own worth with achievement, to hide their shame behind masks. They say they want peace, but they believe in conflict. They say they want love, but they believe in conditions. They say they want freedom, but they believe in fear. In this way, their words go one way and their faith goes another way. The result is confusion, guilt, and endless inner war. If this sounds familiar, do not be ashamed. You are not doing anything wrong. You are simply repeating a story that was given to you. You are repeating agreements you never knew you were allowed to question. You are dreaming a dream that began before you were even born. The beautiful truth is this: you do not have to continue that dream. You can change your reality by changing the story you believe, by changing the agreements you make with yourself. To begin, I want you to see something very clearly. Your life is a story, and in this story, there is a main character. The main character is the I you talk about all day long. I am tired. I am not enough. I am a failure. I am strong. I am spiritual. I am broken. I am healing. This I is the character you play in your personal dream. It is built from memories, from words other people spoke, from beliefs you accepted, from experiences you interpreted in a certain way. It is not who you really are. It is a mask made of symbols, made of thoughts, made of stories. You wake up and without thinking, you put on this mask. Then you walk into the dream of your day and you interact with the other characters in your story. You look at your partner, at your children, at your friends, at your parents, at strangers, and you place them into roles. The one who betrays you, the one who saves you, the one who judges you, the one who accepts you, the one who abandons you, the one who loves you. All of these people are living in their own dream, playing their own main character. But in your world, they are secondary characters. They exist in your mind as ideas, memories, and expectations. You react not to who they really are, but to the role you have given them, to the story you tell about them. So in your reality, there is your main character and all the secondary characters. There is your dream, your personal movie, and you are both the actor and the author. If you want to change your reality, you do not start by changing the secondary characters. You start by changing the main character. You start by changing the story of I. Look closely at the story you tell about this I. Perhaps your story says, I am not lovable. Where did that story come from? Perhaps it came from a parent who was distant or critical, from a relationship where you were betrayed, from a school where you were bullied, from a culture that told you you must look or act a certain way to deserve love. Those events happen. They are facts. But the meaning you gave to them is not a fact. I am not lovable is not the truth. It is an interpretation. It is a lie that your mind repeated until it became a solid belief. Maybe your story says, I am a failure. You remember the time you lost a job, the time you did not pass an exam, the time a project did not work out, the time some once said you were not good enough. Your mind took these moments and wrote a simple, painful sentence: I am a failure. And it believed it. It repeated it. It built your reality around it. But I am a failure is also not the truth. It is not who you are. It is just another lie. Your internal conflict is not between being a good person or a bad person. It is not between being spiritual or unspiritual. The real conflict is between truth and lies inside your mind. When you believe lies about yourself, you suffer. When you believe the truth, you return to peace. The lies are simple and cruel. I am not enough. I do not deserve love. I must please everyone to be safe. If I show who I really am, I will be rejected. I am broken beyond repair. Life is against me. The truth is also simple, but it is gentle and quiet. I am life itself. I am worthy because I exist. I am lovable as I am. I am free to choose what I believe. I am not my past. I am not the stories other people wrote about me. You do not have to force yourself to believe the truth all at once. It is enough to begin by seeing that there are lies. When you see the lie, you create a space. In that space, the truth can enter. Your word is powerful. When you say I am, you're using your word to paint the main character. You're casting a spell. If your word is full of lies, your spell creates a nightmare. If your word becomes more and more aligned with truth, your spell creates a beautiful, peaceful dream. To change your reality, you begin by becoming more impeccable with your word toward yourself. You speak with respect, you speak with kindness. You refuse to use your word to abuse yourself. And you also learn something very important. Most of what other people say and do is not about you. They live in their own dream. They see you through their own lies and their own truth. When they judge you, they are expressing their own story. When they reject you, they are reacting to a character in their mind, not to your true self. When you stop taking everything personally, you free the main character in your story from being a victim in everyone else's movie. You stop trying to control what people think of you. You stop begging for their approval. You start to stand in your own truth, calm and rooted, like a tree that knows it is a tree, whether anyone likes it or not. In this way, you begin to shift the dream from the inside. But let us go deeper. I want you to meet someone very important in your story, the love of your life, your most loyal companion, the one who has never left you for a single moment. This beloved one is your body. Since the moment you were born, your body has worked for you without asking for praise. Your heart has been beating, your lungs have been breathing, your cells have been renewing, your legs have carried you, your hands have held everything you love, your eyes have shown you the beauty of the world. Your body has stayed with you through joy and through trauma, through sickness and through health, through pleasure and through pain. Yet, how often do you treat your body with harsh words? H. How often do you reject it, criticize it, punish it, ignore it? How often do you say, I hate my body, I am ugly, I am too fat, I am too old, I am not attractive? When you speak this way, you are not being loyal to the love of your life. You are repeating the lies of a society that worships impossible images. You are repeating the voice of people who were also taught to hate their own bodies. You are using your word against yourself. Your body is not your enemy. Your body is the part of the dream that allows life to express itself as you. Life and matter are in a constant romance. Life loves your body, life animates your body, life moves your body like a dancer moves with music. Your mind can become the body's loyal friend instead of its harsh critic. You can speak to your body with gratitude. Thank you for carrying me. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for staying with me when I was hurting. Thank you for surviving everything we went through. When your mind and your body begin to work together in love instead of war, your reality changes. You begin to feel at home inside your own skin. You start to care for your body, not out of fear or shame, but out of love and respect. You give it rest when it is tired. You feed it with care. You move it so that energy can flow. You listen when it speaks through sensations, tension, or pain. Your body is the temple where your dream of life happens. To reject your body is to reject your home. To love your body is to honor the life that moves through you. Now, let us talk about love more directly. Most of what people call love in this world is not really love. It is an arrangement. It is a contract full of conditions. I love you if you make me feel good. I love you if you agree with me. I love you if you do not leave me. I love you if you change. I love myself if I succeed. I love myself if people approve of me. I love myself if I never make mistakes. Conditional love always comes with fear. When you love with conditions, you live afraid that the conditions will not be met. You become controlling, jealous, demanding. You try to shape people and experiences so that they fit your expectations. You try to shape yourself to fit other people's images. Conditional love creates war in relationships. You fight because your expectations are not being met. You punish, you withdraw, you blame, you gossip, you resent. This can happen between partners, between parents and children, between friends, between nations. Each one says, I will love you when you become what I want you to be. But no one is allowed to be themselves. Conditional love also creates a deep war inside of you. You put conditions on your own worth. You say, I am only good if, and chase after perfection that never stops moving. You always feel that something is missing, that you are behind, that you are not enough. Even when you achieve something, the joy is brief because the inner judge quickly finds another condition you have not met. Unconditional love is different. It does not mean that you accept abuse. It does not mean that you stay in harmful situations. It does not mean that you never say no. Unconditional love simply means I love you as you are in this moment without trying to change you so that I feel safe. It means I love myself as I am, even as I continue to grow. Unconditional love sees the truth. It sees that everyone is doing their best according to their level of awareness, according to their agreements, according to the dream they inherited. Unconditional love does not confuse the lies in the mind with the truth of who someone is. It does not confuse your behavior with your essence. When you begin to practice unconditional love toward yourself, you create a revolution in your reality. You stop using shame as a tool for self-improvement. You stop punishing yourself for every mistake. You stop telling yourself that you are unworthy. Instead, you start to talk to yourself the way a wise, kind elder would talk to a child. My dear, you made a mistake. Yes, this is part of learning. You are still lovable. You are still worthy. You can choose again. From this place, change becomes softer. Growth becomes more natural. You do not have to force yourself. You simply align your actions with the love you already feel for yourself. When you offer unconditional love to others, even silently, the energy of your relationships changes. You no longer try to own people, to control their thoughts, to shape their path. You can say, I love you and I respect your freedom. I love you and I respect my own freedom. Sometimes that love will mean staying. Sometimes that love will mean leaving. In both cases, it is honest and it is kind. In this way, by replacing conditional love with unconditional love, you change the quality of your dream. The colors become softer, the air becomes lighter, the tension in your reality begins to dissolve. Now, perhaps you say, yes, this sounds beautiful, but how do I actually change my reality? I cannot control other people. I cannot go back and change the past. How can I change my life if so much is outside of me? You are right. You cannot control other people and you cannot change the past, but you can change the main character who is walking through this world. You can change the agreements inside your own mind. And when you change these, your whole experience of life changes, even if the facts stay the same. Let us say there is someone in your life who hurt you deeply. In your story, this person is a villain, a betrayer, an enemy. Each time you remember them, your whole body tightens. Your mind repeats the same phrases. How could they do this to me? I did not deserve this. I need them to see how wrong they were. If you wait for this person to change, in order for your reality to change, you might wait forever. You have given them the power to hold your peace hostage. You have placed your freedom into the hands of a secondary character in your story. But you can choose a different path. You can say, I want to change my reality now, with or without their apology, with or without their transformation. You can take your attention away from them and bring it back to T. He, main character, to you. What does it mean to change the main character? It means you question the agreements that make you suffer. Perhaps the agreement is, I am unlovable because they left me. You see that this is a lie. You see that it is only an interpretation. You choose to withdraw your faith from that agreement. You say, no, I will no longer support this lie with my attention. Then you choose a new agreement. I am lovable here now. My worth does not come from other people's choices. You repeat this new word to yourself, not as a fake affirmation, but as a conscious act of faith. You practice believing it, not once but many times, until it begins to feel more natural than the old lie. You also release the need to control the secondary characters in your story. You let them be as they are. You let life teach them in its own way. You bring your energy back to your own path. If you grew up in a family where there was a lot of conflict, criticism, or abuse, you may carry the agreement, I am broken. I will always repeat the same pattern. But even this is only a story. The pattern may be strong, yes. The habit may be deep, yes. But it is not who you are. It is something you learned. And what is learned can be unlearned. To change your reality, you accept that you are responsible for your own dream. This does not mean you blame yourself for everything that has happened. It means you recognize that from this moment on, you are free to choose how you interpret, how you react, how you speak to yourself, how you love. You stop trying to fix the past and you start creating the present. This is where daily practice becomes essential. Changing your reality is not a one-time decision. It is a path. It is a discipline of love. Every day you will have many chances to believe old lies or to choose new truth. Every day you will have many chances to take things personally or to remember that everyone lives in their own dream. Every day you will have many chances to make assumptions or to ask, to clarify, to stay curious. Every day you will have many chances to abuse yourself with your word or to honor yourself. Your best will not look the same every day. Some days you will feel strong, clear, full of energy. On those days, your best will be very active. You might meditate, you might journal, you might speak kindly, even in difficult conversations. You might make loving choices with ease. Other days, you will feel tired, sad, confused. On those days, your best might be more quiet. Your best might be to rest, to say less, to simply notice your thoughts without believing them. Your best might be not perfect, but still it is your best. If you judge yourself because your best today is less than your best yesterday, you create unnecessary suffering. You turn the path of love into another competition, another place to fail. That is not necessary. Instead, you can accept your humanity. You can say, today this is my best, and I honor it. Tomorrow my best will be different. When you live this way, you stay in harmony with yourself. You move gently, step by step, without violence, without self-hatred. And a practice is not about reaching an ideal image of spirituality. Practice is about being present with the life that you are in each moment and choosing truth over lies as often as you can. It is about returning again and again to love, even after you forget. It is about starting over as many times as needed, with patience and humility. The mind will try to complicate this. It will say, I must understand everything. I must reach a final state where I never suffer, where I never doubt, where I'm always peaceful. This is another lie. As long as you are alive in a human body, you will have emotions, you will have thoughts, you will have storms. This is part of the dream. Freedom does not mean that nothing ever disturbs you. Freedom means that even when the storm comes, you remember that you are not the storm. You are the sky in which the storm appears. You are the life that observes, that chooses, that loves. All of this happens only here in the present moment. You cannot change your reality in the past. You cannot change your reality in the future. You can only change it now. Right now, you can notice the story your mind is telling. Right now, you can see which words you are repeating about yourself. Right now, you can feel how those words land in your body. Do they bring tension or relaxation? Do they bring fear or peace? Do they bring shame or acceptance? Right now, you can ask yourself, is this thought true? Or is it just an old agreement? Right now, you can choose to withdraw your faith from a lie. Right now, you can choose to place your faith in a kinder, truer word. Right now, you can put your hand on your body, on your heart, on your face, on your chest, and whisper, I am here with you. I am learning to love you. We are on the same side. Right now, you can say to yourself, I am willing to see myself with new eyes. I am willing to live a new story. Do not underestimate the power of these simple acts. A story is made of words and images. When you change the words and images, you feed your mind. You change the story. At first, the change is subtle, like a small shift in light. But over time, the entire landscape of your reality transforms. There will still be challenges, there will still be loss, there will still be endings. This is the nature of life in matter. The body appears and disappears. Relationships begin and end. The seasons change. But within all this change, you can rest in something more stable. You are not only the character in your story, you are also the life that is dreaming the story. You are the awareness that sees the thoughts, that feels the emotions, that notices the sensations. You are the silent presence underneath all the noise. This life, this awareness, this presence is not broken. It does not need healing, it does not need improvement. It is already complete, already whole. It is the same life that moves through every being, through every tree, through every animal, through every person. In this sense, we are all one. We are all expressions of the same living truth. When you rest in this understanding, your reality changes again. You stop seeing yourself as separate from life. You stop seeing others as enemies. You recognize that everyone is another face of the same life, another artist painting their dream, another child of the same mystery. From this place, it becomes easier to forgive, not because you approve of harmful behavior, but because you see it as the result of lies believed, of pain that was never healed, of fear that was never understood. You see that when people hurt you, they are acting from their own confusion. You can say, I do not choose to accept your abuse, but I also do not carry hatred in my heart. I release you from my story with love. To change your reality is to change your relationship with yourself, with others, and with life itself. It is to move from fear to trust, from control to surrender, from conditional love to unconditional love, from lies to truth. You do not have to know exactly how this will look in the future. You only need to take one step at a time, right here and now. In this moment, you can choose one small truth over one old lie. In this moment, you can choose one kind word over one cruel judgment. In this moment, you can choose one breath of acceptance over one breath of resistance. Each small choice is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your life. You are an artist. Your story is your art. Even the parts you regret, even the parts that hurt have brought you to this moment of awareness. They have shown you the power of your word, the power of your beliefs, the power of your attention. They have made you sensitive to suffering so that now you can choose a different way. If you can see your past with compassion, you can take its power away to hurt you in the present. You can say, yes, this happened. Yes, I believed those lies. Yes, I suffered. But today I choose to honor the one who suffered, not to punish them further. You can embrace yourself as you would embrace a friend who has gone through many hard things. You can hold your own heart with tenderness. You can say, I am proud of you for surviving. I am proud of you for still being here, still seeking truth. From here you can begin to dream a new dream. A dream where your worth is not in question, where your love is not a bargaining chip, where your presence is enough. Your reality is not only outside, it is also inside. When you bring truth, love, and respect to your inner world, your outer world reflects this change in many ways. You may find that some relationships fall away because they were built on lies or on mutual self-rejection. You may find that new relationships appear based on honesty and mutual respect. You may find that your work changes, or the way you relate to your work changes. You may find that your body responds to your new kindness with more ease, more relaxation. What you once saw as fixed, you now see as fluid. What you once saw as prison, you now see as a room with an open door. The door was always there. You just did not see it. Now you do. Changing your reality is not about escaping where you are. It is about seeing where you are with new eyes. It is about bringing light to the places where there was confusion, bringing forgiveness to the places where there was judgment, and bringing acceptance to the places where there was denial. This is not a quick fix. It is a lifelong relationship with yourself. It is a daily act of creativity. It is the most intimate art you will ever practice. As you walk this path, you may forget many times. You may fall into old patterns. You may speak harshly, take things personally, make assumptions, hold grudges. When this happens, do not despair. Do not make a new lie that says, I cannot change, or I am a bad student, or I am failing at spirituality. No, simply notice, take a breath, smile gently at your own humanity, and then return to the present moment, return to your body, return to your intention to live with truth and love. Return again and again, as many times as needed. Every time you return, you strengthen a new path in your mind. Like walking a trail through a field, the more you walk it, the clearer it becomes. At first it feels unfamiliar, but over time, it becomes the natural way you move. one day you will realize that your reality has quietly transformed. You will still have a human life with its joys and its sorrows, but the quality of your experience will be different. There will be more space inside you, more peace, more trust. You will not be so easily shaken by the storms. You will feel anchored in something deeper than circumstances. And you will know, not just as an idea, but as a living truth, that you are not a victim of your reality. You are the dreamer of your dream. You are the artist of your story. You are the life that gives meaning to matter. Right now, as you listen to these words, life is breathing you. Your heart is beating. Your body is here, loyal as ever. Your awareness is watching, listening, feeling. This is the only moment you truly have. This is where your power is. So, my invitation to you is simple. Be more gentle with your word. Be more curious about your beliefs. Be more loving toward your body. Be more forgiving with your past. Be more present with this moment. Allow yourself to see your world as a mirror of your inner agreements. When you do not like what you see, do not attack the mirror. Look at the agreements that are creating this reflection. Change them with patience. Change them with love. As you do this, your reality will change. Not because the universe suddenly decides to favor you, but because you are aligning yourself with what was always true. That you are worthy, that you are loved, that you are part of life, that you are free. May you see the lies in your mind and release them. May you remember the truth of who you are. May you treat your body as the beloved companion that it is. May you offer yourself the unconditional love you have always desired. May you walk each day as the artist of your life, doing your best, one breath at a time. Change your reality, my friend, by changing the story you tell about yourself, by changing the agreements you keep in your heart. You do not have to wait for permission. You do not have to wait for the perfect day. You can begin now in this very moment with this very breath. And as you do, know that life walks with you, that love moves within you, that truth is always here, patiently waiting for you to notice.